A new beginning. Sarah Malik had always lived a simple and quiet life. She resided in a small town called Nazimabad, where everything was calm and predictable. As a freelance graphic designer, she found peace in her daily routine and the hum of her computer. But one rainy evening changed everything. It was pouring outside, and the grocery store parking lot was flooded with puddles. Sarah was loading her groceries into her car when she heard a faint cry. Looking around, she saw a little boy, perhaps 5 years old, sitting drenched in a corner. He was clutching an old teddy bear, his small frame shivering in the cold. Sarah mustered the courage to approach him. "Where are your parents, little one?" she asked softly. The boy didn't answer and only tightened his grip on the teddy bear. Sarah couldn't bring herself to leave him there. "Come with me," she said, extending her hand. The boy hesitated, but eventually held her hand. She took him to the hospital, where the staff quickly admitted him. After a thorough checkup, the doctor shared troubling news. "The boy is malnourished and dehydrated," the doctor said gravely. "More concerning, there are traces of sedatives in his blood. This wasn't an accident. Someone drugged him." The boy, now identified as Arman Khan, had no family in sight. His only belongings were a small backpack containing a broken toy car, a few tattered clothes, and a photograph of a smiling couple with the words, "To Arman, with love, Mom and Dad," written on the back. Sarah's heart broke as she stared at the photo. The following day, Sarah stayed at the hospital, unable to shake her worry about Arman. In the afternoon, a man arrived, claiming to be his father. His loud, aggressive behavior didn't sit right with Sarah. "I'm his father," the man barked at the hospital staff. "Give him to me." "Do you have any proof of guardianship?" asked the doctor calmly. "I don't need proof. He's my son," the man snapped. From her seat, Sarah watched uneasily as the man's demeanor grew more threatening. Eventually, the hospital staff asked him to leave. The incident left Sarah even more determined to uncover the truth. With the help of Deputy Adil Khan, the police officer assigned to Arman's case, Sarah showed the family photograph to local authorities. The photo led them to an abandoned house on the outskirts of Nazimabad. Inside, they discovered hidden letters and a journal that revealed the family's tragic story. The letters exposed a dangerous man named Zubair Malik, who had been exploiting Arman's family. Zubair was a known criminal with a history of using children as leverage in his illegal schemes. A dangerous confrontation. Sarah and Deputy Adil dug deeper into Zubair's network, uncovering his crimes and his connection to Arman's parents. Arman's parents were located, living in hiding, and terrified of Zubair. Meeting them in a small cafe, Sarah learned the full story. "We tried to leave Zubair," Arman's mother explained, tears streaming down her face. "But he threatened to harm Arman if we didn't comply. We had no choice but to go into hiding." Her husband added, "We thought we could escape, but Zubair always finds us. He uses fear to control everyone." Sarah promised to protect them. With Deputy Adil's help, a plan was devised to relocate the family to a new city under new identities. However, just as they were preparing to leave, Zubair arrived. "You really think you can escape me?" Zubair sneered, his cold eyes fixed on Sarah. Sarah stood firm, her heart pounding. "You won't take him. Not this time." With the help of law enforcement, Zubair was subdued and arrested. His reign of terror was finally over. A new life. In the months that followed, Arman and his family began a new life far from Nazimabad. Sarah stayed in touch, ensuring they had the support they needed. One day, as she visited Arman in his new home, he looked up at her with wide, trusting eyes and said, "Thank you for saving me." Sarah smiled, her heart swelling with pride. "I'll always be here for you," she promised. Helping Arman had changed Sarah's life in ways she hadn't expected. She found a new sense of purpose and knew she had made a difference. As she watched Arman play in the yard, his laughter filling the air, she felt a deep sense of fulfillment. For Arman and his family, it was a new beginning, one filled with hope, love, and safety.